And good afternoon. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued. As we go to your Honda Meridian radar this afternoon, we pull this up. In Neshoba County, we've gotten a severe thunderstorm warning. We also got some heavy rains that are occurring in Kemper County right now. Let's go ahead and look at what we have in Neshoba County where this warning has been prompted. As we go to what the National Weather Service is telling us, this will be in effect until 3:30 this afternoon. About 15 minutes ago, severe thunderstorm warning was located near Neshoba, near Philadelphia, and it's nearly stationary, meaning that this thing is sitting still and dumping a lot of rain in one place. 60-mile-an-hour gusts, nickel-size hail included with this. Radar indicated, and expect damage to roofs and siding and trees. That's what could happen with this. This should reach Dixon by 2:45 this afternoon, moving through Dixon about right now is what we're looking at. We're looking at 2:50, so it should be over that area. Now, again, as I mentioned, we've got some heavy showers here in Kemper County and also in Noxubee County. Let's move in and look at our locations of what we've got going on in Neshoba County right now. To give you a relationship, here's Highway 19. This is the Tucker School. It's going to be due west of Tucker across the Woodway through the woods. As you get to Highway 15 is where this thing is really setting on. And right around the Linwood area, there at Linwood, there at the Baptist Church, heavy rain. And we've also got a lot of rain down in Neshoba Baptist. A lot worse as we look here at Linwood. Let's move in on this and get a closer look at what we've got going on in Neshoba County here. Now, we look at these county roads as we move into here. This is going to be County Road 436 and also 357. At the intersection of 351, intersection of 351, it is pouring rain. Again, here's Highway 15. That's just east of there. And as you can tell, this will cut across, and this will be Highway 19 over in this area. This heavy rain goes all the way over to Mount Olive Church, right in that area there. So if you're going to be on County Road 347 around Mount Olive, expect it to be heavy. Now, this entire area here that almost reaches to Tucker is getting wet. You've got showers at Tucker, but expect this to come on across. As we move down, we got a lot of lightning with this storm as well. As we look at this struck here at 2:50. That was 4 minutes ago. We've got another one that struck at 2:45. Another storm hit at 2:45 and 2:51. So right along 15 right now is where the lightning is popping the worst. This is our newest as we move on here on County Road 434 and County Road 1325. Right there is where the lightning is really hitting, and this is where it's actually coming in contact with something as we look at this. Now let's back this out and let you get a good look at the storm of where it is. Here's the thunderstorm warning. Let's turn this off and put this storm into motion so you'll see the direction. And what we've been saying, it is moving to the south, but it's nearly stationary at this point. It came upon Neshoba County and just kind of sat there the last few moments. So be careful. If you're coming out of Union this afternoon, Highway 15 Union, you're going to get right in this storm. Also, if you're going to be cutting over to Highway 19 there on Highway 492, expect rain on that road before long at all. Very curvy two-lane road that you've got to. Bree says she just came through it. No visibility whatsoever. Cars pulled over on both sides of the road. This is a dangerous storm. I don't want to panic anybody, but it's not something that you want to drive through, as Bree just mentioned there. It's a very bad one. Now, as we look at this here, we've got a tree down on Highway 15 at County Road 248. I'll check in with Eric Clark here in a moment and see what he's got. But we do know now at least one tree down. There could be more. If you happen to have anything like that, please let us know in the comments there so we can pass that along to anyone else. I just got a note, if you're in Lauderdale County, traffic majorly backed up going to West Lauderdale Elementary. Don't come around that curve there without knowing that. That could get dangerous there. There's what we've got right there. Let's move in on this. Here's Highway 15. Here's Linwood Baptist Church, where we were talking about that just a moment ago. Right there's Linwood, and just to the east of there is where this tree is down. Highway 15, County Road 248. Caution, caution. We've got spurts that is raining harder and harder. As we see this, since we've been talking, this rain's moved a little bit closer to Tucker there, right at the school. Down at the Dollar General, about a half a mile just past the Dollar General, the rain is going to pick up on that. Now, let's quickly move over. Thunderstorm warning here until 3:30. So that is roughly 34 minutes remaining on that. As we go eastward, let's get over to DeKalb. Y'all, it's raining cats and dogs in DeKalb, downtown Scuba as well at East Mississippi Junior College. As we move in on this up by West Kemper Academy, these areas, as you're coming into DeKalb on Highway 16 where the split is there at 397, it's going to go about 3-4 miles outside of town. But the further you get in, closer to where Tooney's is, Kemper Academy, those areas there where the hospital is, it gets worse. All downtown, Old Jackson Road in the downtown area there, Philadelphia Road. And as you look at this, here's West Kemper, this right here. I've always just called it the West Kemper Road, but I guess it officially is Philadelphia Road. That'll lead you to downtown. Over by the elementary school. Now, that's labeled wrong. That's the elementary school here. As it comes out on 16, right here is going to be where the Dollar General sits. Depot Hill, pouring rain there. The downtown area is getting a few lightning strikes as well in Kemper County. That struck at 2:53. So 4 minutes ago, we had a lightning strike there. It hit a tree within the city limits of DeKalb. As you're coming in here, some more lightning strikes. That was at 2:55, 2 minutes ago. If you're watching from Kemper County, you know what I'm talking about. You're hearing this in this area. 2:52, right here at 39 as you're rolling into town. It's going to take you up by Southern Chevrolet. We got some lightning strikes there. Look at that. 82 degrees up there as these thunderstorms roll through. That was just about 60 seconds ago as we look at this. As you come in past Fire Tower Road, we got a lot of lightning hits in that area. This is going to travel northward as well out of town there on 39. Here's Kemper Lake. It's just south of there, picking up around town. Now, as we move over on 16, as you come down Sickanotchee Hill, you come in, you'll pass the dummy line as you're making your way into Scuba past where the riding arena is. It's heavy rain. As we get to the railroad tracks downtown, where the tracks are, by Johnny Harpo's old place there, you'll see that rain intensifies and it gets worse all the way over to 45 from the railroad tracks over. This is going to carry all the way out almost to Giles. It is there at Giles. All those areas there up to Giles to the mansion. Heavy rain. Jimmy's house right out in here. David Bryan, you're getting a lot of rain with this. Lover's Lane, it's pouring. As we go out toward Bennsville, where the United Methodist Church is, wait a minute, it's not a United Methodist anymore. It's I've got to look up the new name. I got a call on that this week. They've gone out of the United Methodist Church, so it's a Methodist. I'll have to find the exact name. It'll take me a while to get used to that. As we look at Highway 17, as you get through Geiger there, just past the church there also, where the old car wash used to be, that rain's going to intensify as you go up through right here. Here's Highway 17 where Mount Tabor Road is. All of that, the Noxubee River, it's pouring rain in those areas also. As we get up, you travel and you go past McDade's old store and you go through Presley Bottom and you go through Wahalek and you cross that county line. By the time you get to Sugarlock there, about where the mill is, it's going to be more heavy rain. That's worse in Kemper County, but it's still, if you're traveling Highway 14 from Louisville over to Macon, you're going to encounter a lot of rain. Our worst of rain that we've got there, as we look here into Noxubee County, is going to be right over here, right there. Let's zoom in on that so you can get a good look at that of where this is. This is going to be Yellow Creek Church Road. I got tongue twisted, didn't I? That's where that heavy rain is there, and a lot of lightning strikes there as well. That struck at about 10 minutes ago. Mount Samuel Church, Ruma Cemetery, right along in there is the worst that you're going to have in the area of Noxubee County. Look at that lightning we've got in between strikes, in between DeKalb and Scuba. It's a lot. Now let's go back over and look at this severe thunderstorm warning that we've got still going until 3:30. 30 minutes remaining on this as we look at Neshoba County. Rain, very light rain at the Neshoba County Fairgrounds at this point. This is going to be starting here at Linwood. And again, in the last 15 minutes, we have not seen this storm move a whole lot. As we've talked about this here, as Bree brought it up, that rain there is bad. And it's not moving. It's more or less sitting still for a few moments as we follow this up 15 there. Linwood, all the way down to the Neshoba Baptist, stretching over to Tucker. It's coming to Tucker. Y'all be ready. Still light to moderate showers there at the Dollar General in downtown Union. As we look at that, let's back out and see what else we've got, if there's any other showers. As we look at Lauderdale County, we got a smidgen of a couple of showers. Nothing major if you're coming into town. This is going to be right out I-20 around the airport exit. Mile marker 150 is where the worst of the rain is in Lauderdale County right now. Right there. Nothing horrible, but it is some showers. Y'all be careful as you're making that turn into Meridian there. I saw Lake Edens mentioned. We do have some thunderstorm activity going on there at Lake Edens in the northern portion there. Shower south of there, but look at this north end of the lake. A couple strikes there. That happened at 2:58. So 4 minutes ago, we had a pretty good lightning strike there at the northern end of Lake Edens. Be careful, be careful, be careful. We also got a strike there at 3 o'clock. That was 2 minutes ago, just north of there between Lake Edens and Highway 18. Ooh, we got some showers there as well. Pretty good ones there on Highway 503. Look at that. As we'll turn that on right there. Highway 503, we're getting those showers there. Of course, here's Rose Hill. If you're wondering where your locations are, that's Rose Hill there as we go down to Heidelberg. And then sitting right there at Paulding there at the courthouse, there at that where that stop sign is at Highway 503. It's a lot of rain there as well right now. We've got moderate, a sprinkle, we'll call that, just about where the Sheriff's Department is, where they are holed up right now, where the jail is. A little bit of showers are moving in toward the co-op. As we look back at here just east, this is going to be on the rural route. As we look here to Energy, some showers just west of Energy. Nothing major, nothing bad. We get back over here to our friends. I know we have a lot of people that travel 20 back and forth from Jackson to Meridian. We got some pretty good stuff coming down at Morton on I-20 there. This old Highway 80, look at 80 there. The intersection of 80 and 13 at Morton. Lightning strike popped there at 2:59. So we had one to the ground that actually made contact with something about 4 minutes ago. As we move back over here, this side of this, that was at 2:53. So the storm's moving across. It's calmed down a little bit. The lightning is not hitting as much as it was there in Morton just a little bit ago. Raleigh, as we go into Smith County, getting some showers. Polkville, you are too. We see that. Nothing major. But as we get to this intersection of 541 and 18, right there, Mississippi 18, 541. That's some pretty good showers moving toward Highway 35 if you're going to be going toward Raleigh and those areas. Even back to Hazelhurst, these areas back over here, Boone, Mississippi. We've got some there just west of Wesson, Mississippi. On our Alabama side, we don't really have anything going on down around Lisbon, Butler, and York, and those areas. A little bit, again, coming out of Scuba there. Geiger is what we want to watch. We have this storm popping up there at Geiger right now. It's going to be at Geiger downtown within 6 minutes, and this will make its way. So this is just west of Highway 17. This is going to be making its way across there, and it will head toward Gainesville as it leaves there. And then, again, this is Kim Waste sitting right along in here, and this takes you to Gainesville right here. We're going to be over in that direction this afternoon. Be careful as well. What we're sitting at is 26 minutes remaining on the severe thunderstorm warning as this thing moves slowly southeast Neshoba County. Let's put this back into motion and look at our storm of what it's doing. As you'll see there, it's going to be making its way into Union before long. And this corner here of Newton, Neshoba, all of this area right here, it'll be nasty here in a little bit. But again, I remind you of just how slow this storm is moving. It's not fast at all. If you are in Kemper County right now, you are sitting in DeKalb, you can see Toonies, you can see the Sheriff's Department, any of those areas there, stay put. From there to Scuba, you can't see the road. It's bad. It's heavy, heavy rain. Highway 16 starting in DeKalb there at the intersection of 397 and 16 all the way to the state line. You can wait 15, 20 minutes, and that storm most likely will be drifted to where you can see to get back. Highway 16 can be a very dangerous highway. Traveled it all my life. I know it very well. We want you safe. Just hold off a few minutes. If you had to go to the courthouse for something, sit in the parking lot of the courthouse a little while. Just wait. It'll get better. As we go back to look at Meridian, not a lot to push on this. Here's Owl's Garden and Gift sitting right here. The Rock House next to it. Just west of there, we got showers creeping up on the Sicalina Volunteer Fire Department. If you're sitting there at that intersection there, it's going to come down in just a moment if you're traveling Highway 19. As we get here near Meridian High School over to the Carousel, right there at Highland Park, we got showers coming down there in between there and 24th Avenue, Poplar Springs Drive, getting wet all the way right up to the hospitals. At 24th Avenue, look at that. As you come down, here's Rush. Anderson's getting wet at this point. Back over to Highland Park Drive. The Denzel, Highland School, all of that there. Here's Meridian High sitting here. And that gives you a map in your head of how all of this sits. Here's Meridian Community College. Light stuff there. Again, that 494 Highway 19 there in Lauderdale County. All right, as we go back up, let's look at what we've got going on in Neshoba County here. Still heavy rains, mostly to the east of 15 now as it makes its way toward Tucker, Highway 19 area. Let's look at this area here on 15 as some roads where it starts picking up, getting very heavy. County Road 436, beginning there on Highway 15 as we go northward and follow this. County Road 325, 434. Boy, it's pouring rain there. Right there. And that County Road 351 in Neshoba. Some of the worst that we've got there. And this goes northward as we follow this. Here's Good Hope Cemetery. It's going to go right past it. And the worst of this, right where the severe thunderstorm ends, County Road 355. And where you come up on, this is going to be our next reference point, County Road 2426 is where it's light rain at this point moving through there. But that Highway 15 area there, about 3 to 4 miles there, it's bad. Everything good and clear now with the Neshoba County Fairgrounds as this thing moves southeast from there. Now, let's do this while we're looking at this. I wanted to bring up a couple things that are going on. I got a note from EMEPA a minute ago, and we're going to check to make sure everything is good there. But I wanted to point this out about some scams while we're talking. A scam alert has been put out from EMEPA, and here's what they had to tell us here a few moments ago. They received multiple reports this afternoon of potential scammers. They're targeting EMEPA members. Basically, if you've got EMEPA, they're calling your home, making threats about turning off your power if you don't pay it. EMEPA is not going to do that. If you have any questions, they're there at EMEPA at any given time. You can click on the website, get the number, call them directly. That's the good thing about EMEPA. There's a voice. You're not going to hear some woman in some other country with a chicken in the background. They're local. They take care of you. And that's just plain. I know that sounds country talk, but it's the God's honest truth of who you're dealing with. They're local. They take care of you. They don't sub this out to somebody else. They'll take care of you. Matter of fact, let's go up here now and take a look at what we've got when it comes to the map. I think all systems are up and running perfect this afternoon as we look at this. Now, we had a issue a little bit ago. We got 2 out. Let's zoom in on this. We're showing 2. This is going to be in the Causeyville area is what it looks to be. Causeyville Road. Let me get a little closer. Here's Zero Road. Right here on Shanrock Road is where we've got 2 meters out, 2 people without power. Now, that could be a limb that caused that. Now, we had a major power outage a little bit ago, and we probably should go ahead and just check that out too. With Mississippi Power, there was a pole that was struck. I'm on the wrong. Here it is. Here's Mississippi Power. We had a pole struck, and we'll show you a picture of that in a moment, that knocked out power all over. It even took out power where the 911 office is, where fire station number 1 is. And we do still have a power outage. Just look at this. Let's pull this up. Right here. We are still, let's see, that's down to 17 people roughly. That's a lot different than it was. This is our major portion is going to be up here by Highland Park, right here at the drive. You see that? Where 16th and Highland Park Drive is, 39th Avenue, right there where American Fence is, where you take that turn. That's where the power is out there, about 16 people. We also have one dear soul down on, what is this? This is going to be 11th Street. Right there, we got one person without power there that's on Mississippi Power. Again, we had someone that, and accidents happen all the time. Let me scroll down and see if I can find that picture of what I was talking about. Here we go. This is what happened earlier, what caused the major power outage, you see? Those things happen. That power line was down, and whoops, right there by United Fence is where that is down. They're down to 16 people. It was a lot bigger earlier. So things are shaping up for everybody in that area this afternoon. All right, let's go back up and what we've got here. Good news is on this, and as we pull this back up to radar, they've just canceled the severe thunderstorm warning. That's what we have. That is canceled now. Thank heavens. That is wonderful news that we can enjoy there as we look at this. Now let's look back at Kemper, what's going on there, and then we'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. As we follow this storm that's coming down Highway 16, and again, this begins right there where 39 and Highway 16 meet. It will move west across Highway 16. It'll travel actually east towards Scuba. This storm here will be reaching Electric Mills within 16 minutes. We'll be at Sickanachy Hill there at the old wood yard within 21 minutes, and then into Porterville there at the Chicken Shack within 30 minutes. Our second storm that we're moving is going to come right across here, and it will be through the area there, Baca Valley. It'll be moving through there and then reaching ML, Alabama. Here's Baca Valley. It's going to go right through the heart of Baca Valley and then reach over to ML, Alabama here on Highway 17. Here's Kim Waste here. The storm will go just south of there, and it's going to reach somewhere down around Boyd, Alabama. There at the cemetery is where that will probably come through. As we look at Highway 17 there in Geiger, this storm is going to be in Geiger in 6 minutes. If you're watching me in Geiger, just north of you, a storm moving south, and this will affect Kim Waste before long. It's a bunch of rain up there. We got lightning strikes all around Scuba. Heavy rain there north of us as we turn these off to give you the bird's eye view there. We'll watch these storms, make sure they don't get closer to Meridian and cause any more havoc there. Newton County looks good at this point. A shower east of Newton. We got a little bit still going on in Jasper County here. Pachuta, eyes out. We still got a lot of rain there coming across Lake Edens, but nothing major. We have no warnings at this point. That is what we can tell you that is good. Now, we have a level 1 for the remainder of this afternoon. It will fall 2 to 10 p.m. is what the National Weather Service is telling us. Once that goes out, it'll get better. We have to think about tomorrow, and I want to talk about that real quick. There is a level 1, and we'll go back to radar and show you here in just a moment. Severe storms today, this is what we're looking at right now. This is what the National Weather Service put out for that. Kemper County and Neshoba County getting that warning. It falls right into what they said. Now, for tomorrow, this is what the National Weather Service is predicting. It will be a level 1 tomorrow. Not horrible, but 2 to 10 p.m. is where this could happen, is what we're looking at. And let me see if they've changed the percentage of the amount of rain from the National Weather Service. I can almost see what I'm doing, y'all. For tomorrow, the National Weather Service is telling us 30% chance of showers. This stuff is decreasing. That's getting better. We went from a 60% chance this morning down to a 30% chance for tomorrow. And a high of 99. The heat index will be horrible tomorrow. 113 is what they're putting the bank on that. That's pretty rough there as we look to tomorrow. Now let's go back to radar and look at one last thing here. See if we've got any updates from the National Weather Service. As we pull this up, let's go to our severe weather. This is for today, and that's hitting right on target of what we expected there. Kemper County, if you'll see these storms come right through there, it's right on target what the National Weather Service is telling us. These storms just barely could reach into Lauderdale County, and they will move toward Livingston out of Kemper County. Now, let's look at tomorrow, day 2. This is Saturday. They've made this a little bit better, and this is even great news as we look out to Why Not Motorsports Park, being one of the biggest races of the year coming to town. These storms are going to stay north. Look at that. It will stay north of the racetrack tomorrow in Why Not. So, Ricky Bobby, you've been living your life right this week. He done his little dance and paid off for him. So, might have a sprinkle out there, but it doesn't look like anything serious for the races tomorrow. That's fantastic news. Again, level 1 starting there at Marion, Tumsuba, and northward. Look at that. All the way up here. And this will be for tomorrow between 2 and 10 p.m. Of course, Louisville, Kentucky getting a worse shake of weather for tomorrow. That's the outlook that we have at this point. As a recap, as we go through this, should more happen, we'll come back on. We'll go live to keep you updated with the weather. Thanks a bunch, and we'll keep you in touch with the very latest from the Scotty Ray Report.